question. If you learn something new and you're a little confused or frustrated or even scared, what do you do about that? How do you react? I wonder. Well, I did write a book about that, and it's called They Do, Not You, and I can't wait to read it to you. You are a kid with a mind so courageous, but some big ideas seem downright outrageous. So what do you do with new information? Do you think your way through or get stuck in frustration? If you don't know an answer, if your thoughts are brand new, if a problem needs solving, then what do you do? Well, brave young human, could you use some suggestions for times when you're pondering ideas and questions? All right, let's see what the suggestions are. Oh, okay. A puffer fish tends to blow up and inflate when they're stressed or surprised or they get quite irate. You could also puff up when you get caught off guard, when you're feeling upset and when thinking is hard. But you're not a puffer. You don't have to get boggy being so full of water your thinking gets soggy. It's more easily done with a mind not so lumpy. You can keep yourself calm so your thoughts don't get jumpy. Okay. Good advice. Oh, here's more. If a shy armadillo thinks something will harm her, she curls into a ball, retreats into her armor. There are times when we don't really like what we hear, when we don't understand, and that causes us fear. But it's hard to think clearly, tailed curled round your snout, with your thoughts in the dark, shutting everything out. New ideas can't find you while scrunched in a ball. It's better to open your mind to it all. Oh, okay. An octopus finds when things start to get rowdy that the best thing to do is to render things cloudy. Sometimes we're not sure, but we don't want to say, so we cover it up, letting others dismay. You're not one of these guys. You can say what you think for all others to hear. There's no need to spray ink. Good ideas will get you amazing reactions. You should make your thoughts clear and not rely on distractions. Oh, okay. Let's try another one. There are goats who get scared when avoiding a rumble. While they're trying to escape, they play freeze tag, then tumble. You could also feel tense when the going gets weird. Let your nerves take you over when you are afeared. Yeah, that happens. But in case it needs saying, a goat you are not. You don't have to freeze up with each difficult thought. There's no need to feel stuck or to flop in the dirt. New ideas seem scary, but they really don't hurt. Okay. Good tip. A loris, they say, when he gets in a tizzy, stands up on his tiptoes and gets rather hissy. Sometimes it gets so that we're scared to feel small, like we don't have the answers and know nothing at all. That's all very well for a fluffy tree dweller, but you don't need to pose like this cute little feller. You don't need to pretend that you're big and you're tough. The ideas you're thinking are more than enough. Yeah, that's true. A wee salamander on the brink of disaster can take off their tails so they'll get away faster. Oh, sometimes we've ideas that are useful and true, but we leave them behind because they're heavier too. Yeah, that happens. Okay, I can see that. You don't have any parts that come off in a jiffy. You can't leave thoughts behind just because things get iffy. And why would you give up a brilliant idea? Why know all that stuff and then say, okay, goodbye, see ya? Oh, this one's cool. When stuck in a quandary, it's a flying fish notion to zoom over their worries by fleeing the ocean. Oh, that's how they do it. Some problems are hard and don't have clear solutions, and we try to take wing to avoid our confusion. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Well, you're not a fish of the flying persuasion. If you keep slipping over, you miss great conversation. There are things you can't see if you're up there too high. A closer looks better than one from the sky. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, this is a good one. A fine stripy skunk will not stay for a spat. No, they just raise their tail, make a stink, and that's that. Sometimes we get frazzled and go with what's easy, but it's not true or useful and can make others crazy. Hey, you're not a skunk. Your ideas don't stink. You can solve many problems by having a think. Don't scare people off, make them pinch up their noses. Find ideas much sweeter and see how that goes. Oh, another interesting one. A boxer crab's answer to squeaking and squawking is to grab stingy buddies and let them do the talking. Sometimes we're afraid and we want to defend, so we cover ourselves with the help of our friends. But if you're in a pinch, get it? Pinch, pinch, crab. With a problem that's daunting, you can figure things out, not use others for taunting. Your pals have ideas. You can think them together. Have them take a deep breath. They're more helpful when clever. Okay. Is this making you think? It's making me think. Zebras will make themselves safe from all hype, camouflaging with others of similar stripe. Sometimes your ideas stand out from what's there, but we put on disguises so no one will stare. Hey, you aren't the same, not your stripes, not your spots. Your ideas and questions should stand out a lot. They weren't meant to be hidden, mushed in with the others. They were meant to be noticed, discussed, and discovered. Okay. Other critters do things to avoid feeling scared, uncomfortable, sad, overall unprepared. But you don't need armor, disguises, or flight. You don't need to get bigger or to get into fights. A wise kid like you with your mind all a bubble can find thinky ways to outstep any trouble. Ooh, look, there's all the animals there. When ideas seem weird, when big questions seem tricky, when you're scared you don't know, when a problem is sticky, then be curious. Be calm. Ask some questions. You'll find you're a creature that thrives by just using your mind. And look, there's all our friends having a little rest, having a little think. All right. And I hope you find ways to stay calm and stay clear and use your mind and think.